Hello, my name is Josue Roca. I'm with my group conformed by Hilarin Miranda, Jorge Garcia, Ailena Escobar, Gabriela Quintero, and myself. We are going to talk to you about Coca-Cola and their global product development. First of all, I'm going to give you a brief introduction to Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is one of the most recognized brands in the world. It was founded in 1886 in Atlanta, United States, when pharmacist John Pemberton created the first recipe of the drink. Over the years, the company grew from selling just a few bottles a day to becoming a multinational, present in more than 200 countries. Today, Coca-Cola not only offers its iconic soda, but also water, juices, tea, coffees, and energy drinks, adapting to preference of each market. Now I'm going to give you the product portfolio in each of these three countries. First, in Colombia, Coca-Cola sells its classic product like Coca-Cola Original, Zero, and Light. But the portfolio also includes a strong focus on juices, bottled water, and energy drinks. Brands like Del Valle for fruit juices, Agua Brisa, and Monster responds to the country's tropical climate and the popularity of fruit-based beverage. In France, the strategy is quite different. While traditional Coca-Cola products are available, there is much stronger focus on sugar-free or healthier options, such as Coca-Cola Zero and Diet Coke. Products like Fusty and premium bottled water are also popular. This is mainly because French consumers are more health conscious and regulations about sugars are stricter. Finally, in Indonesia, Coca-Cola portfolios emphasizes affordable and local tastes. Alongside Coca-Cola, Sprite, and Fanta, there's a big market for pulpy juices, bottled teas like fresh tea, and smaller, low-cost package. All of them reflects the younger population and the price sensitivity of the market. So overall, Coca-Cola keeps its core global products everywhere, but it adapts its portfolio depending on each country's culture, consumer preferences, and economic conditions. In Colombia, the focus is on juices and energy. In France, on healthy and sugar-free options, and in Indonesia, on affordable sodas, teas, and pulpy juices.
Now we will talk about the mandatory adaptation. In Colombia, Coca-Cola has had to adapt to local rules about labeling, nutrition information, and warnings related to sugar consumption. Product versions such as Coca-Cola Zero, Sugar, and Coca-Cola Light are offered to respond to growing health concerns and the fight against obesity. Cultural factor. Sugary drinks are a very popular, but there is also a rise in healthy products. Coca-Cola hamsters this by expanding its portfolio with juice and bottled water, such as Del Valle and Aquarent. For example of adaptation, mandatory labels about calorie contents were added and the company launched social responsibility campaigns promoting responsible consumption. Okay, now, one French part adaptation also exists. France is one of the European countries with strict rules on sugary drinks. There has been a soda tax since 2012. The product Coca-Cola has strengthened its zero and low calorie lines to reduce the impact of the tax and respond to a strong health awareness. And cultural factor, French consumer value quality and natural products. Coca-Cola responds with more premium and sustainable options such as recyclable packaging and reduce plastic use. And for example of adaptation, a reformulation of product with less sugar and a strong promotion of the Coca-Cola Zero sugar line. And finally, Indonesian adaptation is also important here, mainly because of religious and cultural reason. Indonesia has the largest Muslim population in the world. So, Coca-Cola must ensure its products are ALAT certified product. Besides a traditional version, Coca-Cola expand its portfolio with tea drinks such as fresh tea and bottled water, which are well accepted in the culture. And now, cultural and social factor. Very sweet drinks are common, but acceptance depends on compatibility with religion and local tradition. For example, all products were ALAT certified. New packaging was made more affordable for different income levels. And Coca-Cola promotes drinks that match local tastes like iced tea. We can conclude that Coca-Cola, while keeping a global brand identity, has developed different strategies of mandatory adaptation depend on the region. In Latin America, focuses on health and regulation. In Europe, shaped by taxes and conscious consumption. And in Asia, guided by religion and culture. This adaptation not only guarantee acceptance and represents is in each marketing needs a balance between global standardization and local adaptation to stay sustainable and relevant.
No matter if you buy a Coca Cola in Colombia, France, or Indonesia, it will taste almost the same everywhere. But because the company protects its secret blend of natural flavors, always including caffeine to guarantee consistency worldwide. Along Along with the Tate's, Coca-Cola maintains an identity that hasn't changed in over a century. The red and white color, the Spencerian script logo, and the contour glass bottle patent back in 1915. Even newer products like Zero Sugar or released globally in the same way, showing that the brand adapts to health trends while staying uniform. Their worldwide campaigns, like the famous holiday with similar music and themes, also reforms the idea of shared experience. And by applying the same quality and safety standards in all its plants, Coca-Cola makes sure its flavor, packaging, and overall experience remain premium and familiar everywhere. Everywhere.
Coca-Cola's global presence demonstrates how a product can remain consistent worldwide while still adopting unique features in different markets. In Colombia, for example, the brand has tailored its offering through Coca-Cola with coffee, which resonates strongly with the country's identity as a leading coffee producer. Additionally, the small returnable glass bottle, 250 milliliters, have become a daily consumption format in neighborhood stores. making them part of everyday culture rather than just packaging. Beyond the core product, Coca-Cola Company has incorporated Cola Roman, a traditional soft drink from the Caribbean coast, which remain exclusive to the Colombian market and reflect the integration of the local heritage into its portfolio. In France, Coca-Cola has taken a different approach. The creation of Coca-Cola like Sango, a orange flavor variant launch exclusive in France, and illustrate the company willingness to experiment with tastes that align with local preference. Moreover, Coca-Cola has collaborated with renowned French fashion designers such as Karl Lagerfeld and Jean-Paul Gaultier to release limited edition bottles that connect the product with French values of elegance. Within the broader portfolio, Coca-Cola markets Tropico, a fruit-based beverage brand of French origin, which holds a strong local identity and demonstrates how the company integrates regional products into its strategy. In Indonesia, the adaptation emphasizes affordability and young culture. The 200 milliliters PET mini bottle has become a standard presentation, offering consumers a lower entry price that reflects the country's economic conditions. Coca-Cola has also introduced Cake Wave Fruit Fantasy, an edition inspired by K-pop culture, appealing directly to regional entertainment trends. Beyond the classic Coca-Cola, the company managed Fresh Tea, a ready-to-drink tea brand created especially for Indonesia, which remains a local favorite and highlights the importance of culturally relevant product development.
Okay, continuing with the Coca-Cola market, talking about the differences and similarities, we have to look up at Coca-Cola global presence. It is clear that its success comes from combining both standardization and adaptation. On one side, we have that Coca-Cola keeps its global identity consistent. They have the red brand, the iconic logo, and the same refreshing taste that consumers expect no matter where they are. This standardization builds trust and recognition everywhere in the world. At the same time, we have the Coca-Cola adapts to local markets in order to stay relevant. For example, in Indonesia, people prefer a tea and a lighter drinks, so Coca-Cola offers products like fresh tea and eight water. In France, on the other hand, we know that there is a strong demand for healthier lifestyles. So the company emphasizes on low sugar or sugar-free options. In Colombia, the focus is on tropical flavors and packaging sizes that fit in the local way on the local market uh, of consuming beverages. These differences show how Coca-Cola listens to cultural preferences, health trends, and local competition. But the similarity is that in every country, people want a refreshing, high quality drink that they can recognize as Coca-Cola. Balancing these global standards with local adaptations is that allows the brand to succeed across such a diverse markets.